leading up into the Super Bowl, we discussed the snacks that we like, or the drink that we liked, the Super Bowl commercials that we liked. So we're just going to kind of do that again, but we're going to go with what happened this time, which the halftime show is going to be a little weird because you don't get to pick your favorite halftime show, but maybe the favorite part of it, you know. So I think we'll start with the snacks. What's that? And if you are watching and you want to comment what your favorite Super Bowl snack was, mine's not what you think it was, because I had Little Smokies and they were delicious, but it wasn't my favorite because someone brought over these little cheesecake bites.
Ooh.
Oh, they were so good.
I mean, cheesecake is never bad.
But I think I ate some cheese dip, some Little Smokies, and some meatballs, and they were all really good. But those cheesecake bites, oh, they were killer.
Yeah.
What about you, Matt? Did you enjoy any snackage while you watched the Super Bowl?
I just ate some pizza.
Solid answer. What, cheese, pepperoni? Meat lovers.
Meat lovers. But I'm just a lot of the vegetables that you put on a pizza are a lot of vegetables I don't like.
Oh, you know, Chad, before we get to you, I forgot. We're actually going to change the name of Little Smokies. They're now going to be called Kyler Murray dogs. Because they're this big and they run right through you.
Oh, there you go.
So I had some Kyler Murray dogs. We'll see if we can get him to sponsor them. Them or Vienna sausages, I guess. Either one would be fine. But Chad, you sent me a video of those Big Mac sliders. Was that your go-to, or was there?
Man,
the wings?
I would say that was my favorite. Yeah, I'll tell you this. The morning it started off like this. We woke up about, I think, 5:30. My daughter was screaming upstairs, and I looked over at my wife, and she said, "Our power just went out." And I looked at my phone, and I was like, "It says it's like 8 degrees or something, but it said it was -6 is how it felt." And I instantly was like, "Oh man, this is on Super Bowl Sunday. We don't have no power. We don't get an oven going." So I got up. I went and got some firewood, getting ready to get the fireplace going. By about 10:30, everything came back on. But that's how I started that. My favorite snack, I smoked 2 racks of ribs on the pellet smoker. My wife did those Big Mac sliders on Hawaiian sweetbread rolls. Took the meat, made it like tiny diced up onion, and put it on there, and then put the Big Mac sauce on there and the cheese. And dude, they're fire, man. Those things are so good. I don't eat bread no more, but I had to eat a couple of those. I think I ended up eating 7 by the time I knew that we were losing. I went ahead and said, "Screw it," I ate a bunch. We also made like 6 pounds of Quincy, Illinois has a famous Maid-Rite sandwich. It is so good. So we did Maid-Rites. I mean, we had a bunch of food for not having anybody here. So I think the Big Mac sliders were by far the best, man.
They look delicious, and it just sounds like you had a wealth of riches when it comes to food. It just sounds like you had everything. I think where I'll know I'll be next year. I'll be watching the Bills in the Super Bowl at Chad's house with all the wings, ribs, and Big Mac sliders.
Play like we did.
All right,
like we did in the Super Bowl in the AFC Championship. You'll be there.
Is there anybody in the chat? Just throw it in. We'll get to it when we get to the next one. But we're going to run right through those because it's not too much to it. But did you see that? Baylor's, what was it? What was your Super Bowl drink?
Cherry Coke.
That's not bad. Not bad. You're very exciting though.
Yeah. I mean,
pizza and cherry Coke.
Whoa. Whoa. I just took it easy. I honestly almost didn't watch the game, but then I realized that I probably should watch it just so I can have an idea of what I'm talking about when I come on here. Man. So I literally watched it from a business standpoint.
Man, I tell you, I started off right about that. When the power got back on, I felt an overwhelming relief. So I made a huge, I sent you a picture of it, Patrick, a huge Bloody Mary. And by the time I about got it done, cracked open some beers. By the end of the game, I had finished the beers that I had. And I had resorted to opening up after we lost Michael Jordan's tequila, the Blanco.
Ooh.
I'd already opened the Añejo. It's incredible. I don't know if you can see this bottle.
I've heard nothing but good things from those Taste Bud guys at those Taste Bud guys.
Man, this is how much I drank from up there.
Ooh.
So that next day, I tell you, my face hurt. My face had aches and pains for till about, I'd say Tuesday morning.
We got one in the chat that said his Super Bowl drink was his own tears.
Yeah. But the thing is he likes the Packers. So anyway, I just went with what I said I was going to do. Is that draft beer, and it was perfect. Though I don't recommend draft beer and cheesecake bites like simultaneous. That's not the best mix.
Yeah.
So you got to give yourself a little break when you're doing that.
Not like the milk.
No surprise, Nathan Eddy, friend of the show, he had his Dr. Pepper. If it pops up, I'll let you see it. But I didn't go crazy at Bloody Mary though. After Chad sent me that picture, I thought, why didn't I do that? That was the perfect beginning of the game drink. So anyway, that leads us. And what's that? Super Bowl commercials. Did you guys pay much attention to them?
There was one commercial, man, and I'll be honest, I can't remember what it was. But
was it the Ashton Kutcher Mila Kunis? Wasn't me.
I didn't see that one.
I saw a good one.
What did you see?
I saw that Patrick Mahomes. What was his name? What's it?
We'll think of it.
It'll come to you. I thought it was going to be the Matthew McConaughey 3D Doritos where you just walk around all flat. That one was pretty good. But when it comes down to it, I think my favorite was the throwback Bud Light commercial where they had all the old people flip the truck back over and restock the Bud Light truck, had the little football bottles carrying cases of beer. I thought that was solid.
I think my favorite one was the Tracy Morgan one.
Oh, when he's in the bathtub?
The one where he tells the difference between sure and pretty sure.
I must have missed that one.
Yeah, because I can't remember what the product was. I think
There were two, and it was.
I think it was
certainly.
I think it was something. What was this for Rocket Mortgage? And he's like, "I'll show you this between certain and pretty sure." And he's just doing things like whacking this hornet's nest. I'm pretty sure these aren't the murder kind of hornets. I'm pretty sure you could take Dave Bautista.
Oh yeah, okay. I caught the end of that when Batista was walking a dog.
Yeah.
And then Heather says T-Mobile, and I don't know if she just wants us to know her phone carrier or if they had a funny commercial. Because I don't remember a funny one.
I'm pretty sure they did.
There was one commercial had me laughing, and man, I just don't remember it.
Yeah, I understand why. It's okay, Chad. I wouldn't remember the commercials either. So ultimately, it wasn't. It started off slow on the commercials, but it kind of got it towards halftime and after. They had some pretty good ones in there. So, and then of course, the longer you got into the game, the more you drank, the less you're going to remember those commercials anyway.
More bathroom breaks.
Yep. But it's not like it was. You said last week. It's not like it was back in the day where you had to wait till the game to come back and then rush off to go pee. And I remember the T-Mobile. She said it was, whenever your signal's really bad. And that's how Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton got together because she wanted a man
with
no culture. And then the Brady Gronk one was pretty funny, too. The reason he went to Tampa Bay because of bad signal. Those were pretty good commercials. I did like those. So then that leads us to, I made these cards for last week for the Super Bowl special. And with the work I put into them, I wanted to make sure we used them at least twice in a year. So whenever this one pops up, it'll say halftime shows. But we're just going to discuss, the favorite part of the halftime show or the least favorite. It really doesn't matter. But what's that? So I didn't really pay a whole lot of attention to what was going on, mostly because once he dipped back behind and he was in like the golden lighted hallways and was spinning around. That made me sick. So I just listened, and my favorite part of this was just simply the 2 songs that I knew by him that were pretty catchy, and then the 1 song I didn't realize he did that was kind of catchy. That's about all I have.
A lot of people are hating on this halftime show. Not happy with it.
I've noticed, like, they're just getting on the bandwagon. I've been hating on halftime shows for decades.
I honestly, fellas, halftime show hit. I got the fireplace going. It lasted the entire halftime show. I don't remember watching, but if a bunch of people were wearing masks at one point, and I was like,
yeah, it just seemed like
song. I don't remember anything about it. I was getting a fire going.
Well, if you listen to anybody on the internet, you were the lucky one. Like I said, he has 3 songs that I think are fairly catchy. I don't think I would like him as a person. I don't think I would like his show of people just like it was just like it was like back in the summer when everybody was rioting. That's just kind of what it looked like, set to weekend music.
That's my favorite part was when they got rid of the stage and they just had like 100 people on the field just going crazy with like Iron Man lights in their palms. It was awesome. I didn't mind the halftime show. The best part of last year is what Ayler said. It was 2 decent-looking women with barely any clothes on. Couldn't stand the music. There was nothing catchy about it. I don't remember anything they did. And every other year, it's just basically the same thing. It's just shows. But this one, I'd say it's the same as everybody else. I've seen plenty worse. I would take this over anything the Beatles would have given. Paul McCartney, yeah. I'd take this over Paul McCartney any day.
I disagree. I love the Beatles, so.
But the Paul McCartney halftime show was awful because it was just him with his rickety ass sitting in a chair playing 3 acoustic songs at the Super Bowl.
I don't remember these shows.
I think he played piano though, which is
No, he played guitar.
I don't remember it, but I don't remember.
I remember it because it was ass. I hated it so much because that was the one immediately after the wardrobe malfunction. Everyone's like, "We gotta play it safe now." What's safe?
They played it safe.
What's safe for Paul McCartney doing an acoustic set?
So we're just gonna remove him because I don't know what he's doing. But Heather, I don't think the Weeknd's gonna call me because if not, that just took away a bucket list because I always wanted to hang out with the Weeknd on the weekend.
For the longest time, I thought the Weeknd was a band. I didn't realize it was one dude.
I had no idea who or what it was. I knew I couldn't feel my face because it was blinded by a light. That's all I knew. And Digits wants you to calm down.
I can't help it.
Why would you want him to calm down?
Everybody loves the Beatles and Paul McCartney, and I don't get it.
Well,
I was never on.
Too.
Thank you, Digits. Thank you.
I weren't sure what you're doing, so I just booted you out. We're gonna have to get you a microphone because I'm pretty sure that your microphone is doing that thing again.
Mine?
Yeah, it does a little weird thing. I don't know what it is.
It's weird. I think it does it when my battery's getting low. My battery, I hope, isn't low, but whatever. We'll try to get through this. It's been an eventful night, man. You just caught me. I was going to lie to you guys and tell you that since we lost, I took a vacation to Cabo. and I'm just here to bang, so. But
I think we all are.
I'm still in Jeff City. It's like 2 degrees, -10, wind chilled, still snowing.
I don't want to. So I hate that I have to erase that one from the list. I don't think you're right, Heather. I think I'm going to hang out with the Weeknd on the weekend. And I've never heard that the Weeknd is a Chinese ripoff of Michael Jackson.
He does sound a lot. He does sound a lot like Michael Jackson.
Huh. Well, I didn't know that.
I don't know if he's Chinese, but he does sound a lot like Michael.
Well, yeah, I don't think he's Chinese either. That's weird.
I mean,
so that was the best of the Super Bowl Sunday, whatever. That's what we had.